Fusion. The process or result of joining two or more things together to form a single entity. Dragon Ball Z is synonymous for this concept, but that brings us to today's topic. Dragon Ball Fusions. Dragon Ball Fusions was released in Japan on August 4th of 2016, releasing a localized version for the US on November 22nd of 2016. This game was a huge highlight in playing the 3DS, along with many others that we'll possibly talk about later in the future. I fondly remember this game just because the simple fact of the cool fusions you could do, like Frieza and Cell, Majin Buu and Janemba, Broly and Goku. Cool things like that you never get to see in the actual canon. The gameplay also was somewhat addicting just for the fact that it was ever changing. You could swap out different fusions and with different characters, allowing much more variety in your team. And the roster of characters ranging from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball GT and Super, which was amazing. And it had such a cool and entertaining story to play through. So join me to see why Dragon Ball Fusions is an underrated gem. We start off by customizing our character and meeting up with our best friend Pinich, and we're looking for a Dragon Ball. We find said Dragon Ball and make a wish. That was HD as hell, I am gonna lie, that was perfect. Anyways, our friend decides to wish for the ultimate martial arts contest where the greatest winner will be decided. Then out of fucking nowhere, a portal sucks us both up, leading us both to get sucked in this mysterious world. We accidentally land on our best friend Pinich, which I'm pretty sure is a play on the words for spinach, by the way. And I'll just say right now, the level design for this game is fucking incredible, bro. Meanwhile, Pinich is having a dream about me. Sus ass nigga. We fly around for a bit before going inside of Capsule Corp and meeting up with Bulma. Bulma gives us a rundown and tells us that this is the time-space tournament by bringing different people across time and space to see who's the best fighter ever. And all we need now is a team of 5, which we don't currently have. But before we go out, Bulma stops us and gives us a device to help us along the way. Goten and Trunks are nearby. And I know what you're thinking. No, we gotta pair up with Goten and Trunks, those two sorry ass niggas who can't even fuse right? Yes we are. Man, fuck Goten and Trunks. Well, I mean, not Trunks. Trunks was cool and has the best get back of all time. Gotenks, he also can't do shit and is kinda useless.
What the hell am I looking at?
Not saying they're bad characters or anything. Their potential was kind of wasted, especially Goten. But anyways, we accidentally run into Nappa and Raditz and they get fucking snook. Afterwards, we open a rift to find Kid Goku from Dragon Ball. Those two sorry ass Saiyans fuse, which doesn't change shit. They still lose again. Then we're finally able to move on to the next level. We finally arrive to the new stage. We ultimately run into Pan. Yay! Doesn't everyone fuck with Pan? Pan is so cool, guys, right? The Ginyu Force shows up and helps us by teaching us the 5-way fusion. Wait, hold on. That shit don't sound right. Like, bro, imagine someone came out to you like, hey, bro, we gotta defeat this villain by doing the 5-way fusion. Like, nigga, what? And I'm not gonna lie, the 5-way fusion, or Ultra Fusion. Spoilers, sorry. The Ultra Fusion, low-key, I fuck with it. It's a cool concept. Fusing with 5 different people, becoming one strong being. It's cool, it's fun, it's whatever. We eventually help out Captain Ginyu with something by opening a rift that contains Frieza. So Ginyu, being the dick rider he is, he turns on us and everybody fucking fuses. And oh my god, they look I don't know how to feel about this. We beat the Ginyu Force and we finally have enough energy to progress more into the story. Fuck, this game is gorgeous, bro. Here in the Cell Games arena, we almost fucking die. Like, bro, what the fuck is he doing? What am I doing? Goku saw how slow our fucking reaction time was, so he decides to train us. After training with Goku, we're finally able to take on Cell. And yes, I know, I changed my team. But wait, we learned about the EX fusion. It adds the power of the Tar earrings to the regular fusion. It's no longer time limited. So, good shit. Later on in the story, after the Cell Games, we find ourselves running away from fucking Broly. Huh? What? So we try to find help. And the help we do find are those two. Man, something's bound to happen. Oh, like, bro, look at that fucking size comparison. That's crazy. Immediately after we beat Broly, Beerus decides to help us. Damn, bro. Fucking pinpoint accuracy. He really hit that nigga with the green fuck nigga. But before we progress the story anymore, yeah, I gotta swap out my fusion. So we gotta find a better replacement. So I went looking until I found Super Saiyan Bardock. You already know I had to scout this nigga. Now that's much better. Fast forward a bit and we finally arrive at the tournament. Finally, after so long, bro. We sign in, and our first opponents are the Ginyu Force. We handle the light work and carry on to the next round. Is that Goku? Damn, bro, about happy as hell to be here. While fighting Goku and Vegeta, they fuse. Like, are you serious right now? Seeing me and Gogeta fight makes Pinich jealous, I guess. This nigga's so strange, bro. I don't know. But anyways, bro goes Super Saiyan? What? I thought he was human. What the fuck? This dude Gogeta practically presses me to transform me. He was like, damn, he got Super Saiyan. What do you got? Weak ass nigga. And my character is holding his arm too, bro. And he got that smile on his face, bro, ready to violate. After beating Gogeta, the next round we fight Pinich. As I'm starting to win, they do the Ultra Fusion and everything goes to shit, of course. Well, guys, that's how the game ends. I'm sorry to say, but thank you for watching. Nah, I'm just playing. Then Beerus and Whis shows up and saves the day like usual. This nigga Beerus is bloodthirsty, so he tries to murk Pinich. Then Goku saves him, so we follow after them. Now here we are in Otherworld. We find Ultra Pinich. He opens a rift, and we're not strong enough to enter the rift yet. So we decide to collect all the Dragon Balls and go against multiple movie villains, GT villain, big ass insect. Goddamn. Once we gather all the Dragon Balls, go back to the rift to Ultra Fuse to try to have enough power to break through. Damn, why is he hitting that hard ass pose? But we're not strong enough. So we decide to make a wish to tell everyone to give out their key. Then we charge up a Universal Spirit Bomb or a Time Space Spirit Bomb. I don't know. We absorb the energy and break through the rift. As soon as we come through the rift, we immediately get attacked and the fusion ends. You niggas had one job. Later on in the fight, they go Great Ape. Again, bro, that's like 2 Great Apes in one game. But I will admit, it is cool. More Great Ape. I fuck with Great Ape. After we win the battle, this big ass monkey almost gets sucked into the time space hole or whatever. So we chase after them to save Pinich. So now we're like trapped in this dimension or black hole. And along with that, Frieza and Cell kind of want to kill us. So they fuse. But me and Pinich fuse to even the odds. He looks so happy to beat their ass. We hit the iconic rolling Hercule punch and we rock they shit with style, by the way. Might I add, that shit was hard. Now we're back at the tournament with everyone else. Then me and Pinich are finally ready to get our 1v1. The overall story was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was cute, fun, entertaining, and like, bro, it was just overall a good time with the story, and especially the fusion concept. It's just so cool to see characters that will never be fused in the canon get fused, like, actually. So I think it's pretty cool. Because low-key, the story kind of reminds me of like Dragon Ball. You know, the original Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? It's fun, bro. Also, another thing I wanted to mention was the voice acting. It's all based on the sub version, which I never really got to hear as much, so this was a cool experience to go through. Now the gameplay, on the other hand, let's talk about it. It's a turn-based Dragon Ball game. Now I know a lot of turn-based games aren't really a lot of people's cup of tea, but this game does it in a way that makes it really entertaining and enjoyable. It's also fun and very frustrating because, my god, do the characters be moving pretty slow. Now how the gameplay works, on the bottom there are it's your enemy team and your team, and whoever makes it to the end first gets to attack. Overall, the gameplay is just really fun. It's extremely smooth too. Using melee or ki blast attacks are kind of different because for melee attacks you have to do like a little mini game where you have to like spin around your opponent to try to break their defense, and if you land on their block you don't do any damage. You do jack shit. If you land on a part or area they're not blocking, you get damage, obviously. Now for using ki blast, you can move to wherever you want around the arena to shoot your ki blast, and for some types of characters damage, you can get aerial damage, or you can try to like link up your attack to hit another opponent, to hit 2 opponents. It's pretty cool. Now the special moves I really enjoy because one, they're really fun to look at and they're pretty colorful. And there are some moves that I've never seen before with some of the original characters in this game. Like I'm pretty sure, 90% sure they made like original moves. So that makes me appreciate the game even more. And plus they even have some of like the movie moves. Zenkai attacks are used to scout opponents and deal extra damage, but mainly just to scout opponents, which means, you know, get the character. So let's say you wanted to scout Broly. That's what you can do. You can fuse with Broly now. He's on your team. Now I really enjoy this feature. It's just so much fun just to wail on your opponent and shit and hit him with like a devastating attack at the end. It's pretty fun. Additionally, you can only use Zenkai attacks or Ultra Fusions once your bar is filled up, but your bar fills up relatively quick if you're having damage done to you or if you're doing damage, but I'm pretty sure it's if you're getting damage. Now, scouting is kind of with me. I'm not really too sure how to feel about it because it's mostly RNG based and you have to go on different floors, certain areas to get certain characters. I mean, it's a cool feature, sure, but I would much rather just earn the characters by completing the story or doing side quests. And yeah, you can already do that, and scouting is just extremely grindy. I mean, bro, you're gonna have to put in some hours if you want to get all the characters. Now, the bonus story they added in the update, it's really short. The missions don't take that long. You don't really get any cool awards. You only get like a title for beating it, and to be honest, there's just really not much to talk about this mode. They just kind of like threw it in there. And along with Goku Black, Vegito Blue, Trunks, Zamasu, the update, I mean, they did a pretty good job. Unfortunately, there's just not much to do after you beat all the side quests, get all the characters, do the tournament mode. There's just not much to do. Now, the fusions for your custom character are a little lackluster and nothing too crazy, and they're passable, sure. And the fusions for the main Dragon Ball cast are really cool and unique. There's not a single miss in any of their designs. Unfortunately, while I was trying to edit this video, Akira Toriyama, creator of Dragon Ball, passed away a couple of weeks back, and I never really got a chance to say anything about it. So I think Dragon Ball as a whole just brings everybody together. I mean, it will be generational. It will be remembered for like in pop culture forever. Like it's made its mark on like everyone. I met my best friends. I met some good people, you know, just from knowing Dragon Ball, bro. Like the movies, especially games. The games will always be peak to me, bro, no matter what. Sparking Zero will save us, by the way. And I remember back then, me and my brother, we would just like pretend to, we would do the fusion dance and stuff, try to come up with a name for ourselves, do the Kamehameha, Gallic Gun, try to power up, all that stuff, you know. Only the real ones know about that. And the Dragon Ball fucking motivation, Dragon Ball dubstep, only the real ones know about that. It's a little corny now, but I'm not afraid to admit that like, hey, yo, that stuff was my childhood. But I remember that Friday when, you know, he did pass away. The day after that, my brother called me. He was like, hey bro, did you hear the news? I'm like, yeah bro, shit's tragic. And he was like, hey, you remember when we tried to do the fusion dance? And then like he laughed, you know, it's embarrassing. It was like, hey man, I'll always keep those memories, you know, in my heart. But that just shows you how much like bond, piece of media creates between people, how truly strong Dragon Ball is as a thing. It's helped so many people. The lessons Dragon Ball has taught me over the years, you know, never give up. I can always surpass my limits. I can always be greater than I was before. Like each character always knew they could be better. They had that potential to be better. Dragon Ball Z is truly a masterpiece. The video with the most views on my channel is a Dragon Ball video. Wouldn't be anything without this man's work in my life. So thank you, Akira Toriyama, for everything you've done. Thank you. Low-key, I think single-handedly, this is probably one of the most underrated Dragon Ball games of all time. This is just a great game with a lot of crazy ideas, and they work, especially with the Ultra Fusion, the EX Fusion. It kind of feels like fan service, you know what I mean? I mean, hopefully in the future we get like a sequel or something, and like they use the Batara earrings. We have to do another like tournament, but with like Xeno or some shit, and we fight Jiren at the end. Hey yo, a sequel for this game? Oh bro, I can already see it. Golden idea. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and make sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to like 50k by the end of the year, or 100k maybe, hopefully 100k. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day or night. It's been Wiki. Later.